Okay, so, hello guys, it's me, Gaming Star here, and today I am back with another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time, we had basically done some investigations, and yeah, this time I'm going to go ahead and do the trial. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, let's get into it, baby. December 27th, 10 a.m., District Court, room number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. I'm gonna die doing this. Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who's the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statements. So... Whoa! That's a fast judge! I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end in 3 minutes from now on. Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Oh, God. Bah, must have questioned everything. This will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. Right. I'll come my witness with the witness to the stand. Witness, state your profession. I am the proprietor with the web restaurant at the window on Gore Lake. And I also rent boats. Not an incident. You were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard from who the old guy is. Raise an objection. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because it's not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. What's your name? Well, I'm not really sure. Oh, yep. What do you mean? My memory. Your Honor? The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. Can't recall, you say. Yes, but the incident in question took place days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear this testimony then, shall we, witness? I'm kind of suspicious of this, to say the least. Nah, in a murder. It was night 24, just midnight. Yup. I was in a restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. Then I heard bang! Oh, yup! Yup! When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by the window. What man was that, though? Very well. I'd like to begin cross-examination. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there's only 10 seconds left before a 3-minute time's up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine, baby. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Whoa, the hell you were just like doing with your arm like demonic. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Holy shit, you got a tantrum there because I wanted to do my fucking job? Damn, son. Let's go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it. By your window. Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, and he was right in front of me. I saw him. This is rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant, and he was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Right. Press again. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! Sir, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by too. With this, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. And he collapsed. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma. He lured me into a cross-examination so he could set me up for fall. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom's glaring at us. I better act quickly or this trial's over. Raise objection, baby! Objection! Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright? Are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found in the gun? And the photograph showing the man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost spot. What should I do? Raise objection! Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If we were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently you have yet to reveal even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. Kuka, shut up. Hey, Kuka, could you move it on the bed? Thanks. Mario! 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. 7 minutes for me, technically, but close enough. Enough! The witness may leave the stand. Okay. This court sees no reason for further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! This court finds the defendant Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The accused will surrender to the court immediately. To be held pending trial, higher court within the month states. And that is all. The court is adjourned. No! Wait! Who was that just now? Me! Huh? What? Larry! Oh! What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me, man. I was there at the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. Oh my, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something I said was different than what I remembered. Anywho, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is other witnesses, your duty to hear him out speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. It can, actually. It's very possible. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent the inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. Funny, because I hear a lot of, like, you know, like, very inaccurate ones. Half of the time it's this fucking court! This court can just gets guilty because, hey, it's like, oh, hey, you were there, you're a fucking murderer. Dude, what? This court's fucking bullshit, though. This is some bullcrap court. I'll drop my previous verdict of guilty. Thank you! Damn! Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Oh my god. Larry, you saved our ass. Thank you, fucking Larry. Thank you. Thank you, dude. You really saved us there. Phew, that was too close. Sorry to keep you on your edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night. Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? Did you say something? Right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right? Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Ooh, Larry saved our ass. Thank you, Larry. Yo. We have a lot to do here. I've just been looking at my guide because, like, you know, this is a pretty tough case, and, like, holy crap, we have a lot to do. Yes, I use a guide, especially for really tough cases like this, so I use guides. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep this witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Alright, let's listen. That night, I was on a boat in the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly stepped into the boat back to the rental shop dock. Then I was thinking about going home. I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, and I didn't even see a boat. So after I heard the single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to do if I see if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go forward, Nick. Alright, so let's go to 6th statement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lawless disposition. Objection! Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard one bang. You sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots in the night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So what you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts? What? You only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Eh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have been missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Order, now stop that booing! Mr. Buzz, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? What, that a crime? I'll listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I did not accept this witness. nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should we continue the testimony? Continue. Your Honor? Please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know what he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts, please give us your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't be there if they would disbelieve me. Okay, let's go. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to all request shows on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud, like, but I'm sure I heard the gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. What did she say though? Yeah, that's the big problem. Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem is. Judge, can you please believe every word his witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe testimony. Objection! Wait, Your Honor! The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said and he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? Announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is that when he heard the sound no music was playing, the DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Alright, so number 5. What is it that the DJ said? What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good comes in knowing a radio DJ said to do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. Now, a lot of questions only to we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask him, Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. Mr. Radio answer and Mr. heard a gunshot. Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. Just as when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard a gunshot. Objection! Baby! Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Something the matter, Mr. Wright. Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas, when he heard the gunshot. This is actually a pretty well-known meme. Hey, it's almost Christmas, guys. Every Christmas the fandom always posts the image, hey, it's almost Christmas. That means it was almost Christmas. They always post that. It's iconic in the fandom. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Yeah, that's right, guys. Do you realize what that means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve! That would seem to be the case, yes. But he wished he had heard the gunshot after midnight. The photograph is irrefutable proof that this is fact. See if the time was photo taken, the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera. 12:25 of 12:15. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. Bitch, yeah! There's a clear contradiction, Your Honor! Ooh, getting into it. Hey, Burger, spicy. Odd! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard the gunshot before midnight. Judge, answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what did you do with his claim? Before midnight. Larry's right, baby. He right, though. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard the gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Well... the second lake photo. Look at this photograph. This is what's taken by witness yesterday with a lot of hardware for automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh. But there's nothing on the lake in this picture, Your Honor. The real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It's why this photograph exists at all! What do you mean, Your Honor? This photograph was taken by the automatic camera. The camera was set to go up to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That's why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard the gunshot, this was most definitely still Christmas Eve! Indeed, it would seem that this was the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. Not at all. It's the fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, there were 2 sets of gunshots and a 25-minute pause between them! Shit, things shit getting real. Mari, you can look at the bed. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. Mario! The camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? Let me adjust my headphones. There's no proof that's a loud noise. It was 11:50, a gunshot. Why would the witness could have sneezed, triggered the camera? Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear! Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence that you have it. The pistol. 3 times! Wait a minute. It said that it fired 3 times, so that means... The pistol! This is my evidence. The murder weapon. Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When? Then was the last shot. Only now have I realized the truth. The third shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight! Order the court! That would make sense in the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night at the lake. Exactly. This is true then. There was 2 sets of gunshots, separated by 25 minutes. One 11:50, another 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course, I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes. If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edward's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it. Right, I mean, the safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict! We have nothing to lose! Just watch and let me know if you see anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright. The testimony just now has cleared up the entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edger himself. Wrong, Mon Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edger who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was in the lake. This was shown to the witness photograph. The defendant, Edward, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were in the boat. Oh, wait. Robert Hammond? There was a gunshot fired at the boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be unmanned in the boat. I mean, it's hard to imagine either possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence at the time of the shooting. The timestamp of the photo says 00:15 or 15, but Larry heard the gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot in the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could have been innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who those 2 men are in the photo. Edgeworth and the murderer? Of course it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's position. I'm not sure what to make of all of this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name, right? It's... I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you wasted my time! I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out of the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? In the boat shop. It has to be in the boat shop. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That's where he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was on the lake in the boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns to the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the night. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned the boat? The boat shop. Baby, shit's getting real! Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really, actually. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might be able to figure this one out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Oh god, that face! The pair's just kind of chilling, like, okay, I'm not gonna see the murder. This is around the 11:50s. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then he fired a pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright. It was the boat shop caretaker. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. The shot twice, both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes. Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Notice, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations, the moment you lose. Frick! Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That assures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshots. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once he realized that everything else falls into place, the boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put on Mr. Hammond's wet coat back in the body, and he threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on the Gourd Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well, while we're waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take a stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard the defense has said. Yes. Well, why did you go out to the lake that night? What Wright has said is mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir! Bailiff, we are conducting the trial here. I ask you that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't in the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly! We cannot allow him to get away! Oh, shit. What happened, oh. Okay. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find the witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is the boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah, well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That's something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sniffed out through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down in the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us in trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right? There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whatever or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's still little time left. I want to tell you to get off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What is this about Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Huh. Alright. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and continue on the episode for a little bit longer because this this investigation is actually a pretty short investigation in comparison to the others. So it's actually pretty short. So we're gonna go ahead and clear this one as quickly as possible, and then we're gonna next episode start the final trial, the final day for the trial. So yeah, then that's it. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of the crime that I committed. A memory of a murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he never takes someone's life. Never. Nick? Yo! How's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning me? Oh, yes. I do remember feeling faint. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Yeah, well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. I saved Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Today's trial. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did? If they weren't there, Larry, I'm sure that Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy's pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? From where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty... edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick, I don't know, but what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Edgeworth. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? Oh, yeah, I agree. You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry, they saved me, and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear the story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? Class trial. You remember Larry? Spring, at the end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope of money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared. With $38 still inside. Damn, $38? Damn. Oh, yeah, now that you mentioned it, I do remember that. I can see why'd you forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelopes had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as a defendant. Damn, that's cruel. I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, it was you. Thief, give the money back. You're such a meanie. No one play with him. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, no borrowing. He couldn't really erase. Or in the library community, give me back my 50 cents loaned you. Hey, did you write that big the other day? Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in the trial is evidence. Anything else is no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Miles? Shit! It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? Oh, it's Larry! This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how it feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. Who the fuck holds I've never seen a class trial in my entire life. Who the hell holds it? Tell me, have you ever been to a class trial? Tell me if you actually did, because I've never had one in my life. Never had one. Never have I been into one or seen one happen. Never. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. I've been like that for years, so really, honestly, that feeling has pretty much just subsided with me. I know the hours. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. I had been there, they would have thought I've done it. So I took kind of personally, see? When something smells, they shoot the butts. After the trial. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after the class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 Institute. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of the Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts." The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, he's not the edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends? I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he has become. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he had to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me and I believe in him. He's in pain and no one is on his side. And I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. To help you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying it for free. Aw, Nick! Nick! Nick, we have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right, very well maybe. First, there's the rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. Whoa, what the... Oh, hey, it's Steam. I don't care, Steam. Get out. Steam was, like, bothering me for a minute. I don't care what happened to Steam. I settled for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Hold on a minute. Okay. Okay, we're good now. I just kind of... My setup. Alright. Okay, let's go. Alright, so let's check out the evidence. Basically, there's some evidence that's no longer here with us. So, let's check it. Let's go over to the detention center and check out Edgeworth. See what he's up to. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard a story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen. It wasn't in 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably is the only really matter to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That's Travis the reason he became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like this kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple, to a fault even. Well, maybe yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Why prosecute? Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, that man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be in the shooter any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in the elevator for 5 hours. Damn! When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory. Even now, I can't recall what happened on that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had not in sound of mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I stated started to hate defense attorneys. Prosecutor Von Karma. What's your relation with Von Karma? He's my teacher and the man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessive doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he was taken on, none were left unsolved, and none one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job to find a suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find his weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? What if you're saying is true? You're headed for guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Alright, let's head back over to the Gourd Lake entrance. Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, now we know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to use a police officer. No, I'm off to catch the criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Eek! No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where a lot of us camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad, and no one can go there for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Alright, let's keep going forward. The boat rental. There's nothing here. Huh? Oh, still eyesore is missing. Eyesore! Looks like the hot dog stand's closed too. I guess they're too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Let's go to the boat rental. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I know that clearing throws anywhere from anywhere. Hey! Hello, what are you doing here? Out for a walk. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Fresh lemon soap. Mr. Grossberg, this is a time for ideal reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not sure about that, Chief. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Alright. Nobody's home. Hello! Hello! Squawk! Hey, it's Polly! I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello! Hello! Squawk! I can't believe he run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello! Hello! Squawk! Oh my god. Alright, let's check out the safe, actually. It's 1228. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to safe? 1228. Squawk! Wait. 1228. 12/28. Like December 28. Like the day of the murder. I just fucking. Oh my god. How did I just realize this now? Wow, I'm an idiot. 1228. December 28th. You see how stupid I am? I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aww. But hey. He keeps it locked, right? So there must be something valuable in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be something too. There's one thing in here. It's the letter. A letter. Aw, boring. His handwriting is very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick? Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes to describe the murder and plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in the court. It's all here, in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written the letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Von Karma, baby! It's Von fucking Karma! It's Manfred Von Karma that did that shit. I call it, because I played this before, so it's fucking Manfred Von Karma. Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain, this letter is an amazing clue. We're getting that shit up. Alright. Now let's head back to the detention center and take it to Edgeworth and see what he thinks about it. Hey Edgeworth, I have something here for you. And I know maybe a bit shocked, but here. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me? Who's the old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right, but I don't remember that, old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now it's time to get revenge on the two men who ruined my life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond? I'm guessing Edgeworth because he's the one that, like, we're gonna get into that, but, like, he was part of the case. Well, it also says this is your last chance. And you guys remember the code. The code says 1228. It says December 28th. And you know what December 28th is? The day of the fucking crime. The day of the DL6 incident and the last day before basically it expires. Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? That suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi. Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. He just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in a little box. We became unsettled. Help! Can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier! I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout! You're just using up more oxygen! That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. Huh, but isn't that strange? The letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right? Yeah, there's something that's been troubling me all these last few days. I didn't know whether I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that's committed. A crime that you committed? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. The nightmare. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing. In the dark. Help! Can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier! Want to get out? Help! Get us out! Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen! I can't breathe! You're using up my air! What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Ah! What? What are you? Stop breathing my air! No, father! He's attacking father! Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. Why the fuck is there a pistol on the... Okay, wait a minute. Maybe Yogi must have taken that pistol from another evidence, and maybe that's the same pistol that was... Oh my god. From another trial, it's most likely. I don't know if it was evidence on the day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father. Bang. I'm not gonna do that yet. We're gonna do that later, but not now. Maybe next episode. And with that scream, I wake. It was bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung my ears in the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that's kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it this way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are you going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick! There is someone who knows about DL6. Oh my god, we learned a lot there! Okay, let's go back to Grossberg, and obviously he was part of that case, so I think he should know. I mean, come on, his defense, one of his employees was there, so it makes sense. Oh, hello there, what's wrong? What's trouble? No, Kitty, can't believe you're not! Oh, my. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, It's Mr. Edgeworth, he... I see. So Mr. Edgeworth has dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream! Only a dream! I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled? Well, also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he wanted to frame him for murder. This leads me to summarize that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was the suspect of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. Gregory Edgeworth. What do you know about Edward's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have one peer, now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence is nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost, and died in despair, as it were. I see. Spirit medium. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on Spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Hey, present him the letter to the safe. Alright, here's something that... Oh ho, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter. But he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients. That one. The one thing he only trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why he should matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won the innocent verdict, not one by himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially, he was ruined. Huh. You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Those handwritings. Do you have any idea who wrote this? Baby! Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma? Wait! You're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time in court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I don't know. I'm recording right now. This is a perfectionist. He's super satisfied grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? 15 years ago, Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscared. Gregory versus Manfred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the one penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt with a blow in his perfect trial record. Hey, Papi, you want to tell the story about like you know that one lawyer that just like tried to manipulate you emotionally? Go ahead and explain to the viewers that you were just kind of like, oh well, too bad. Must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? It's an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or the mountains? Don't tell me he's ever been to Europe. It's kind of strange how he takes vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he ever took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Farm is going to bring DL6 and bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edward's innocence. I can't believe he killed someone. But Nick, Joseph missed himself. Spotter must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. So, no. I don't want to. Maybe late tomorrow. I don't want to do it right now. Mr. No. 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 Records room. Alright. Mario! Hi. Mario, little shit. What's up, baby boy? Dusty as always. We're only here just yesterday, but I'm sure they just had time to clean. No. No. Karma. Let's check it. Ooh, open case. Huh. No, I don't want any more. Pepperoni. Huh, one of the drawers is here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. That label says, unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick? The file for DL6 is completely empty. What? What are you doing? I can't with this voice. What are you doing in here? Von Karma! You. How do you know my name? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I really remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. They're the things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed the veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he ducked a blow on your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did it, but what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow's trial. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. You've done your homework so well, they certainly... You must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell this court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Explain this! Mr. Von Karma, take a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? Your instruction, Yanni Yogi, to commit murder? Yanni Yogi? How many years has it been since I've heard of him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Dick, what is that thing? Oh my god! A stun gun for self-defense. Usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electrical fence. 600,000. Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it. Usually. Now give me the letter. No! No! Well, what are you... Nick, run! Ah! Oh, no. Well, there goes Maya. Maya! Out of my way. Okay. Ah, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took all the DLC evidence, all of it. Back from having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya! Is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maya! Letter. Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya! There has to be some way that can help her. I better do something with confidence first. Maya? She's always... What is that, a bullet? DL6 incident evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. Taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, still bears clear ballistic markings. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Oh shit, boys! Okay, so, that's the end of this episode. So anyway. Oh, okay, sorry about that. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and whatever. And next time, we're gonna go ahead and do the final day trial and drop my controller. So, see you guys then. Bye.